Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are just live here now. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Here we are. This is, in facto, quite crazy. You see, I have the treat right here. Wait for everybody to come in. But did you can see right there? Look at that. May 10th. It's May 10th. That's today, and it's been on since 9 a.m. Okay, it's been on since 9 a.m. It's been a while now. This one's been on for a very long time. Take a look at where we're looking at right now. Let me show you what's going on here. So this right here is Kharkiv. This right here is the area where the Russians are deciding to have launched their offensive. Here you have it. This is the Russian offensive that have taken place here just now. 11:52. This was updated here. This is from today as well. So very much news here. So yeah, that's still area held by the Ukrainians. Actually, I don't know if that's yeah, but quite a major sort of push here from the Russians. Now we're going to see exactly what they're going to be doing. But the advantage, the area of where they have pushed is about 3.5 kilometers. The area they've taken at the longest point is about 15 kilometers. So not bad, but it you know, this is very intense situation here in Ukraine is uh, under attack from Russia against once again. This is a large-scale offensive. We also have a second area as well. There's the attack that's taking place in two areas, but this 2.5, 2.4 kilometers maybe, something like that. So official tweet here from Visegrad. The Russia launches a major offensive from its territory, from Russian territory, Ukraine's largest toward Ukraine's largest, second largest city, Kharkiv. So far, they've only managed to take a few villages within a few hundred meters of the Russian borders. Ukraine have stopped several columns of military vehicles. Now, the problem that we're having here, obviously, seeing that this is quite the danger here. Oh, sorry, I actually forgot to replace that. I'll do that in a second here. But yeah, so what we're having here is quite an issue, I'd say. So check this out. If the Russians are to commit to being able to take anything here in Kharkiv, this is a problem here because this is the front line. We all know this is the front line. And if you're just joining now, this is the area that they have taken within. This is just today as well. This is just today. Look at this. So just today here, they have managed to sort of take a good bit like 4 kilometers of land. At a stretch here, from here to here, we measured that just a second ago, it's 15 kilometers. So, quite a lot. If the Russians were to be able to take anything here and were able to launch any attacks towards any major cities or get behind break through this line up here or even get behind the Russian lines over here, I mean, it would be disastrous. One of the things that it would be purely disastrous. So, don't know exactly how many soldiers this intents. I'm assuming it intends a lot of soldiers, but this is in fact the first time since the full-scale invasion of Ukraine that Russia has launched an invasion outside of the front line. In fact, that they've launched an invasion towards towards the Jesus, towards the Ukraine. So obviously, you see this right here as well. May 10th, 9 a.m. So this was on 9 a.m. It's been on all day. Kharkiv's never. It isn't on. Like, you can see the color of it. You know, usually it's just red because it isn't on that long. But yeah, Air Force One, by the way, is up. Boeing 747-200 with the picture like that. That's Air Force One right there. So Air Force One is also up. Major offensive by the Russians have taken place. Now, we're not sure exactly how many soldiers, but we're certainly sure that this could be a event to watch. So quite a lot of stuff going on here. I'm gonna be watching all of it. Visible journalist after they tries. Russia's sources are claiming to have captured several Ukrainian service members, mainly members. This was 20 minutes ago here from Oint's Defender. So this is about the offensive. Russian sources have claimed to have captured several Ukrainian service members, mainly members of State Border Guard Service of Ukraine, during today's offensive operations in the northeastern Kharkiv region. So these are border guard services. Now, one thing I want to point out here, why the Russians could have had success. I mean, initially you have a lot of success. You know, I mean, you're pushing with all your might, you know, and if they've been gathering forces and soldiers for a while, I mean, we knew that they were. I've talked about this quite a long time ago. I knew that they were gathering, and I've talked about that a long time ago, but we didn't have any updates on it since then. But this is the first update that we've gotten. But one of the things that I want to mention here is that these people at the borders of the Ukraine here, right here, are mainly border guard services. Now, they're not unexperienced. They are well-trained soldiers. However, I'm not sure how much of a combat experienced soldiers they have doing the border services, considering the factor that, you know, that they have a front line to also defend. So it could be possible that they haven't put the most experienced soldiers on the border services. Now, this doesn't mean that they're not good, but it also means that if Russia is able to open up two fronts on this war, it could become a quite a serious thing for Ukraine. This is quite serious, actually. So yeah. More rocket fire now from the Gaza Strip towards the city of Beersheba in the Negev desert of southern Israel. Okay, there we go. That's more Israel news for you right there. If you go to school like this, you're going to be a good.
Came in, it was like raping and beheading newborn babies. Turned out the whole story was a hoax.
How many people do you think down there are actually students?
10%.
Probably 10%.
Yeah. Russian women who called voting in Russia open and free has been expelled from Hamburg's parliament. Yeah. Yeah. Because apparently she doesn't have eyes. You know, it's like stupid woman. Stupid woman. You know, so stupid fucking woman. Anyways. Russian military fired open upon Cheshire and Yelchavchika in Donetsk region, in the regional prosecutor office reported. 49-year-old was injured as a result of the shelling, blah, 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 blah. Shelling. The Russians have been shelling the Ukrainians all the way day to day. So a lot of shelling going on as well. So not a lot of surprises there. I'm going to watch Zelensky here for a second. I'll be right back after. Because I think he's uploaded a video here that I wanted you guys to take a look at.
Дякую за цю можливість цього ранкового.
Was it?
За сьогодні.
Yeah, this is his latest one. We're gonna take a look at this one right here. I think. What was it? This one? It was. I mean, this one's 2 hours ago. Appointment invites him to Peace Summit. And this one's the one where he arrives The president of Slovakia was in Ukraine today, so pretty good there. But we're gonna watch the latest from him right here.
Українці, українки, головне за сьогодні. Провів нараду з керівниками наших Сил оборони України, головком Сирський, начальник Генерального штабу Баргилевич, міністр оборони України Умєров. І про те, як прискорити постачання зброї від партнерів, і про те, як діяти зараз наявними силами і засобами, наявною зброєю, щоб досягти необхідних нам результатів. Бачимо, до чого готується окупант, буде йому відповідь. І дякую усім нашим солдатам та командирам, кожному підрозділу, які ефективно діють на фронті і знищують окупанта. Особливої вдячності за бої цими днями заслуговує підрозділ ГУР «Кракен». Дякую вам, хлопці, усім, хто дає Україні результат. Результат, який нам так потрібен. Сьогодні ж призначив нового командувача Сил спеціальних операцій Олександра Трепака. Достойна людина, сильний воїн, герой України. Другий за сьогодні – візит в Україну президентки Європарламенту Роберти Мецоли. Дуже символічно, що саме сьогодні, у День Європи, наше з Робертою спілкування з журналістами перервала повітряна тривога. Це те, чим російські нацисти хочуть підмінити життя не лише в Україні, а в усій нашій Європі. Всюди, куди дотягнуться їхні терористичні удари. Україну вони не злякають і не зламають так само, як і всіх тих, хто сміливо та принципово допомагає нам захищати життя. Пані президентка Європарламенту якраз із таких лідерів, які з нами від перших днів цієї війни і завжди підтримують настільки, наскільки потрібно. Сьогодні ми обговорили з Робертою, які ще політичні та оборонні кроки потрібні, щоб ми дійсно могли витримати всі удари і зірвати російські наступальні та дестабілізаційні плани. Я хочу також сьогодні подякувати усім учасникам вже другого саміту українських та європейських громад. Саміту, що відбувся тут, у Києві. Були представлені країни Європейського Союзу, а також Сполучені Штати. Дуже важливо, що є угоди про співпрацю між нашими громадами та громадами і компаніями країн-партнерів – Німеччини, Польщі, Молдови, Словаччини, Австрії, Румунії, Сполучених Штатів. Це і для розвитку медицини в Україні, реабілітаційних можливостей у наших громадах, а також для розвитку транспорту, для відбудови. Я вдячний усім учасникам саміту, кожній громаді, кожній країні, які зараз з Україною, які наповнюють реальною співпрацею кожної з тих домовленостей, що досягаються. І, звичайно, було сьогодні багато міжнародної нашої комунікації. Президент Європейської ради Шарль Мішель, щойно також я говорив з президенткою Європейської комісії Урсулою фон дер Ляєн. Активно готуємось на червень. Наступний етап зближення з Євросоюзом. Очікуємо затвердження переговорної рамки і фактичний початок перемовин про вступ України. Наша держава, наші люди заслуговують на це. І Євросоюзу потрібен цей крок. Не просто політично потрібен, це життєва сила Євросоюзу. Бути таким європейським проєктом, який не залишає ніколи поза межами Євросоюзу нікого, хто дійсно сповідує європейські цінності. І також мені було приємно сьогодні почути повну підтримку нашими європейськими друзями з саміту миру. Я вдячний кожному лідеру, який вже підтверджує свою участь у саміті і готові дієво нам допомагати в залученні лідерів. Сьогодні я особисто у розмовах запросив на саміт президентів Молдови, Чехії та Гани, прем'єр-міністра Ірландії. Звичайно, ми з ними обговорили і двосторонній наш порядок денний. Молдова, маємо очевидні спільні виклики і допомагаємо одне одному. Чехія, я подякував за ініціативу щодо артилерії. Головне зараз повна, невідкладна реалізація ініціативи. Гана, світ залежить від стабільності і розвитку Африки. Нещодавно ми відкрили посольство в Гані. Ця країна тепер має нового акредитованого посла в Києві. Разом можемо додати більше сили нашим частинам світу. Ірландія, я подякував за підтримку нашої держави і людей, подякував за те, що Ірландія дійсно старається допомогти нам і політично, і також у захисті життя, у розмінуванні нашої землі. І така підтримка буде ще збільшуватись. Ще більшої території України буде очищено від російських мін та боєприпасів. Отже, цей день і цей тиждень додали нам ще підтримки нашим воїнам, нашій державі, нашій дипломатії і саміту миру. Щодня у дипломатичному марафоні робимо саміту миру і наближення миру реальністю. Дякую всім лідерам, які нам допомагають. Дякую кожному і кожній, хто захищає Україну і життя. Дякую всім, хто додає нам сили. Слава Україні!
Zelensky, the man, the myth, the legend. Air Force One is up as well. Again, I want to say that. Air Force One. I think it's Air Force One. Pretty sure. So, nothing new about the offensive as of right now, but keep you updated. First ongoing, okay, here we go. First fights ongoing near Kharkiv Oblast villages. Russia storming Platenivka. Russian troops are storming the outskirts of the village of Platenivka, Kharkiv Oblast. Ukraine's Pravda reported on May 10th, citing an unnamed military source from the Kyiv Independent. Okay, thank you. Russia launches major offensives towards Kharkiv from Russian territory. So far, the Ukrainians have been able to hold them back, but reinforcements are being rushed to the area. If you are a Russian speaker, follow our friend Gomer for updates for Kharkiv. Okay, I don't speak Russian, so can't really do that, but sure. Jesus. Okay. So yeah. So far the Ukrainians are holding. But I know he said that but reinforcements are being rushed to the area. So I think that's Ukrainian reinforcements being rushed to the area, as far as I understand. Zelensky's saying nothing about it. Probably is going to be in his evening address. So probably all right. Well, we'll see. You know, could be bad. Don't know what's going to happen, but something might just happen. I'm not ready for it. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. To be honest with you, everything could happen. So, you know, we'll have to see. Obviously, the Russians have been planning this for a good bit, so I imagine that they are throwing reinforcements just as much as the Ukrainians are. So, pretty, it's obviously an effort to take pressure off the front line, which is working, you know. I mean, the more reinforcements having to be rerouted because there's an offensive in Kharkiv, you know, that puts, you know, pressure off the front line. So, you know, if they have to reroute forces from here or maybe here, you know, they have to reroute all those forces to get over here. Or maybe there's forces stationed around. You know, if they have to be rerouted all the way to get all the way over here, you know, that puts other areas in deep well, not deep, but you know, depending on how long they're able to keep this up over here, you know, they got to pull more reinforcements over here, and they'll have to launch an offensive to get this back, but that's going to cost, you know, so they're going to have to somewhat launch an offensive to get this back. You know, otherwise the Russians won't be able to. Sorry, Ukrainians won't. We have to fight on two fronts. But you know, how good is this going to be for the Russians? I imagine it's a move. It's a strategic move, but you know, you never know. You have a Russian Lycian 7682. That's a transport plane It's gonna head to Kaliningrad because it's going along the international waters here. Look at that. So, yeah. God damn it. Fucking Russia. They're transporting stuff now. Oh, an F. Oh, look at that. F-15 Eagle. Damn. That's an F-15 Eagle. It's a pretty cool plane. Some of the big bad boys, F-15s, not this one particularly, but there's one of the F-15s that can carry, I mean, you know, like so much ammo. Like it can carry, there's in like full pictures of it where it's like carrying like bombs all around it, which is, you know, awesome. The Canadian company Rushel plans to expand the production of armored vehicles in Ukraine. Okay, cool. Well, but the offensive is still going on. So hopefully they won't break through, but you know, it's a struggle. You know, if they manage to somehow break through here, you know, what's the what will happen? That's my question here, because it's two areas. So there's also a city over here which has been taken by the Russians. Sorry, a village. And all these two areas right here will have to be able to be taken back, otherwise, you know, yeah, because otherwise this might just, you know, we don't know what this could mean for future advancements for the Ukrainians. This could be a major move by the Russians. So this is quite the dangerous hours that we're in. I do genuinely believe that this is the finest hour of Ukrainian valor. They will have to show that they'll be able to shove those Russians back, and the Europeans will have to deliver what they need to deliver. Otherwise, this will go south very fucking fast. Okay, very fast. That's what I'm saying to you right now. Either we push them back, or this will go south very fast. So this is quite the. Actually, see the fire map. So look at this. This is the fire map from Ukraine right here. This is the village area. That one right there is what they took. There's like fires all around here. They've been shelling these areas. Shelling from here, or maybe, I don't know. Active fire hotspots. I don't know how accurate this thing is, but pretty good, I think. Yeah, so a lot of stuff going on here. Heads up. For the first time in 2005. Oh, sorry. For the first time since 2005. Oh yeah, by the way, I was just reading about this. For the first time since 2005, a severe G4 solar storm, it doesn't get much worse than that, G4, has been issued. That means there is a good chance the northern light will be visible across the northern United States into early Saturday. Could even be visible along the horizons of the southeast, and if you sky is clear, try to avoid city lights, look north, and enjoy the show. Yeah. And another thing, we'll also have to keep our eyes on electrical gets and GPS. They might be disturbed for a second because of the solar storm. So just keep your eyes on everything. Really, make sure that you make sure you're driving the right way. You know, the United States Nations General Assembly voted 143 to 9 to upgrade the Palestinian status to a non-member observer state, granting it all but voting rights concerning all active related to its plenum. Well, okay. Non-member observer state. Okay. Fucking commies. No. Relax. Relax. What's going on in Belarus here? You heard that? Belarus says that the dollar, the American dollar, is about to collapse. So, you know, because his by the way, his currency collapsed a long time ago, but still thinks it's worth something. What was the There's $1 to 3.27 Belarusian. That's pretty good. Is it? Okay. Well, it surprised me there. Thought it was going to be so much higher. It's the, what's the state? No, what's that? 1 second. Look at that. Look at that right there. $1 to 1 Lebanese pound is 89,545.24, Lebanese pound for $1. They are in a financial crisis that have been for quite a while now. Fucking crazy. You'd think that funding wars and doing terrorism is gonna, commit you to getting a better economy, but apparently no. That's weird, right? It's almost like the decisions they make, sort of negatively impacts their state. I mean, that's just crazy. It's just crazy to think that constant terrorism and going to war over somebody calling your dad a hobo, like out, because there's these terrorist leaders that tell the country to go to war even though they can't afford it. Go to war. We can't afford it. I don't care. He called me a hobo, so whatever, right? Fucking crazy. I mean, it's just crazy. It really is. Everything is just crazy right now. There's this stuff going on. Yeah. About 35 rockets fired from Lebanon at northern Israel in 2 barrages. 15 intercepted Gaza rockets target southern Israel town of Bir Shaba for the first time in 6 months. Okay, so a lot of exploding today. A lot of explosions. Today. The situation in Kharkiv right now, the Russians have planned. Okay. Oh, there we go. I actually do have personnel numbers. Never mind. The Russians have plans, are trying, and will carry out attempts to break through the land border in the region at night. And there were attempts to break through with heavy equipment in the direction of Vovoshan. The attack was repulsed. At the moment, what is happening is more like a preparation and combat reconnaissance. At that, the Russian armed forces are capable of now is to intensify the shelling Kharkiv and the region and try to take the border villages. May 2024, not February 2022. The borders are strengthened, the armored forces are ready. Enemy forces on the northern border are represented by 3 groups: the GV Berensk, the GV Kursk, and GV Bilhorod, I guess. Together, their forces are about 50,000 personnel, 400 tanks, 990 BBM, 990 artillery systems, I guess that's what they're saying. Artillery systems, right? And 120 RSZV, I don't know what that is. But a lot of numbers there. 400 tanks and about 50,000 personnel. That's quite a good number there. And this whole group maintain a front 700 kilometers long. These forces and means are not enough for any serious actions. Yeah, okay, look at that. So they got a lot of these guys here in the well, how do you call that? On the right side, 31,000. They got very small numbers on the left side here. But yeah. It could be what we like to call a beach landing. You know, much like how you put a few soldiers on the advancements at first. Like you put a few thousand soldiers to hold an area. The Ukrainian Armed Forces is preparing 10 new brigades. Some of them will be deployed to defend Kharkiv. Or, sorry, Kiev. What? Okay, so some of them will be deployed to defend Kharkiv. Kiev, not Kharkiv. Kiev. Okay. Oh, so like air defense, right? Yeah, okay. But problem there, guys, obviously. I think what they're trying to do right now, the Russians, they're trying to do something called a beach landing. They're basically trying to get a beach hold. Not a beach. It's not a beach, but they're trying to basically get a small hold of land so that they could not only reconnaissance, but they can also move soldiers and equipment into an area that's a bit more forward. It doesn't really work as well when you're, you know, so close to each other, but I mean, it worked doing D-Day, but this is something completely else, right? It's kind of the same thing, I suppose, but yeah. We'll have to see what they do. We'll have to see what they do, guys. You know? So, what ifs? What ifs? What ifs? This one over here thinks it's the 5th of the 4th. That one is in a different time zone than us, which doesn't make sense. That one is the right time. Not even the right time. Yeah. It's the same wavelength. I'm not sure. I mean, I think so. He's good enough. But these guys over here, this one's the ones I've been using for a while. That's pretty legit. That one. That one's quite old. But, whatever. Probably fine. U.S. allocated $400 million in military aid to Ukraine. There you go. Anti-Tesla mobs attempt to storm the premises of Gigafactory in Germany. Jesus Christ. I mean, what the fuck? Anti-Tesla mob? What is this? What the fuck are these idiots doing? What is? What? What are you doing? I mean, anti-Tesla mobs? I mean, what the fuck is that? What's an anti-Tesla mob? Russia tried to break through the fence line in Kharkiv region. The attacks were repulsed and fighting were, yeah, okay, same thing. Okay, well, guys,
Can you come to?
And standing up against an
Yes,
abuse
I'm
of
receiving over.
power. Our government is
Can you
breaking
come
its
to my
own
Jakarta, please?
laws.
As a Christian,
Yes,
I am
yes, can you come to?
compelled to do all that I can
Can you stop doing that, please? Stop filming, please, eh?
to
Can you stop doing that?
alleviate
Stop doing
the
that.
appalling suffering that's
You come to
coming
my
down
Jakarta,
the
over,
line
please.
and is here already.
these people are fucking
Whatever
weird.
it takes.
These people are fucking weird. I mean, people are just fucking weird nowadays. They believe everything they read on the fucking internet. You know, even old people, they just believe what they read on the internet.